Hi, Sandy here. Today I'm going to make a few book pages. My crafting center is over there in that corner. That's where I scrapbook, and all my supplies are over there. But I need to spread out. I'm in my family room. Turn around, and this is my family room. So I've set up over here in this corner. I have a table and chairs here. And I have a folding table. And I've got some chairs. I feel like I'm going to a crop in my own living room, because you use so many different things making glue books. I've got this bin that I've got things from magazine clippings and things that I probably won't be using for scrapbooking, but for my glue books. And I've got everything organized in sections, and I recently went through and put files within the folders to better sort things, and that's working a lot better for me. And then I have this accordion file, and this is my everyday stuff. I have three pockets for each color, which is a pocket of I'll show you my pink. I got letters they're just gallon Ziploc bags. I got letters, pink scraps, and all of my stickers and embellishments and little scraps I glue onto sheets of paper, and I stack them up and put them into a Ziploc bag. Of course, my Christmas stuff I keep in binders and stuff. My theme stuff. This is the everyday stuff. And then over here, I've pulled out a few of the folders I'll be using. I'm making a dog and cat themed glue book right now. So I've got my animals pulled out, and I've sorted them by size. Because when you're making a glue book, you got certain sizes of spaces to fill in. And then miscellaneous, I've got a book of pattern paper and stuff that I've clipped out of magazines. Things. There's a guitar, just things. And some words that I've clipped out of magazines. This is working so much better to have a few folders within my folder, because I can find things so much better. Then I use a lot of landscapes and landscaping, and that's all sorted by size, and buildings. I love Victorian houses and buildings. They make really good backgrounds. And then I have flowers, birds, and butterflies. And I've got a lot of that. I've sorted that by size. I have a folder of birds and a folder of butterflies. So that makes it a lot easier to find things. And then recently I made a video. I used a lot of my much smaller clippings. These are all flowers and birds. And I got some landscaping things, buildings that I did. And then I've got this. I love to make tags. These are tags that I've made out of cereal boxes or scraps, and then I cover them with scraps, and these are ready to decorate. And then I don't do Project Life, but I have some Project Life, and these are good for decorating a scrapbook page, or I like to make tags with them, and I can decorate my glue book pages with them, and I've got them sorted by color. So I use some of those, so I got to have that handy. And then over here, since I'm doing my dog and cat book, I have this, which is dogs and cats, that I use for scrapbooking, and I keep all of my dog and cat stickers in here. There's just an unlimited amount of things you can use in your glue book, so I have a lot. And then I have this book that I made all, I clip all of my words off sticker pages and everything, and I sort them by color, and I put them in this book. And I used to never use words, and I use them all the time now, and this has made a world of difference to me. So I've got my words book handy here. And then as I make my glue book pages, I cover both sides. I put them into a 3-ring binder. And the way I like to make them, I always make them 25 pages, 25 sheets covered on both sides. So that's 50 pages. This is one of my glue books that I've done. And then I always bind them myself, drill holes and glue it. Well, I glue it and then I drill holes and then I sew it. So that's how I make my glue books. And then this is what I'm working on. I'm up to page 36 now. So, and I've been making videos for about a year and moving the camera around like this. I couldn't figure out how to set it up to work from your desktop, and then I finally figured it out. And it's so simple. I'm going to turn off this lamp here. I got my lamp set up for good lighting on my... But I just took a chair, and it wasn't quite high enough. I put a chair on top of my table. The chair wasn't quite high enough, so I took my fattest scrapbook and put that on top. And I took a bungee cord and put that down. And I did have a what do you call it? A camera stand. That's not what it's called. Anyhow, I had a camera stand, but you can't tilt it down from your desk, but then I figured out I can lay it across that book, and I'm going to set my camera up here pretty quick here, and then it's going to be looking down at my desktop, but then it films upside down, and then on your computer, my daughter downloaded my movie app, and you can flip it. And I hear you can, once you upload it to YouTube, you can also flip it there. So anyway, and I haven't glued anything. I've already set up a few pages, collected everything I'm going to put on my pages, and I'm going to glue them for you. So we'll get started. Okay, so I'm going to start gluing these down. I had already used up some scraps, and I'm trying to use up scraps. I just glued some strips on there. You can see some writing through there. I brought home paper that I found in the trash at work, some old work orders or whatever they are. So the printing's going to show through a little bit. That's fine. Okay. So I guess this will need to go on first. Alex, I hear you. That's my daughter laughing. She's watching something on her computer. I told her quiet on the set, but oh well. But I like to work in my family room with my family. Then I can just play all I want, and I'm always with my family. And that's just the way I like it. I do have a spare bedroom I could set up a craft room in, but I just don't want to go in there. And I only have a corner here, but I do have lots of room to spread out. There's the counter behind me. Whenever I get new scrapbooking supplies or new photos, I have lots of room to spread out and sort everything. So I just really like being in the family room. Okay. I don't know where I got this magazine, but it's old, because this is a Barbara Bush and when Millie in the White House. So we got some writing on there. This was a magazine cover, and I've got this strip of. I'm going to trim this little side off so it's not. Looks like some extra scrap on the edge, so I'm going to trim that off. It don't have to be straight. Okay, so that covers up that marking on her head. Then I got a picture of George Bush rolling on the ground with Millie's puppies. So I'll put that on there. I haven't been putting more than one dog on my pages, but I got several of them. I can hear you, Alex. I got this little circle. I'm going to cover up some of these words on the edge here. Come on, George, give me your arm. There. Okay. Then I have this picture of Millie, and that'll cover up this UPC code. And I got Millie and Barbara Bush. Now that's my dog. And we can cover up the words on George's arm there. And I have a sticker that says woof. I'm going to put in this little white space. And that's good enough for me. Now I'm going to flip it and work on the other side. I don't know why I opened up the glue sticks. And I temporarily set this up on a second page, but it's going to go on the back of this page. Here's some tile I found. I like the texture and pattern of it, so I just cut that out and fill in some space on a collage page. And I don't claim to have any talent. I just play and enjoy it. Just put my pages together. Everybody has their own different style. Don't worry about doing anything just like me. Just go with it and have fun. So this whole book is going to be dogs and cats. I've been doing a lot of Victorian books, but I got to use up all these other cute little scraps that I've been cutting out of magazines. I have a whole milk crate of magazines I need to get harvested, but my file bin there is kind of full right now, so I'll wait a while. I'm probably off camera gluing here. So this is a bird that I just had previously glued onto just a colored sheet of paper. And I got a flower. That's my phone. I got a notification for something. I hope I got another follower on my YouTube channel. That'd be nice. Okay. Put a dog house on there. This says, shut out the fleas, not the dog. Prevent an infestation before it begins with Frontline Plus. So that's an ad out of a magazine, obviously. But hey, it's cute. I have this dog that's like a statue on the front porch. Yeah, that'll do. Then I think I think I'll move this over a little bit. Now it's crooked. I'll straighten it out. Okay. Got these stickers. There's so many little stickers on there, I just can't cut them apart and sort them into the sticker stuff. So I leave them on the page. I'm going to take this one off. I'll put it right there. And you can have just a few pieces on your page or lots of stuff on your page. Or a happy medium. Okay, so there's Barbara Bush. That's all done. And there's that dog. That's done. Okay. Here's another page I've kind of set up. This was in a magazine, and that's kind of a nice pattern, so I just cut it out. Thought I'd use it on a glue book sometime. So now I'm finally using it. So stick that on there. And there's just some print from a magazine. I liked how it was so, I don't know, it covers the page well. And I like the torn edge look. So I tore it instead of cutting it. So I try to keep a little bit of printed stuff to decorate my pages with. So there's an ad. One more reason to wake up early. There's a cat food. So don't be shy about trying to make collages, and I was never good at making collages. Still don't think I'm good at it, but I just do it my own way and not worry about pleasing anybody else or being better than anybody else. I just play and enjoy it. This was in a book of stickers for children. That was my daughter's when she was younger. And I don't throw nothing away. So I saved it. Cut out the cats. And this fish, I don't really see myself using that on my scrapbook pages. So I try to use things up wherever I can. I don't like to waste anything. I'm very frugal. There's not a lot on there, but I like it. So now we got to do the other side. Just mix and match some interesting elements on here. There's an owl. It has nothing to do with it, but hey. It says today was one of the best days ever. I think I will tear this just to give it an interesting edge. Maybe just the top and bottom because it's a little bit close on the sides. Yeah. Okay. So I think I'll start with this piece right here because it's going to be covered. And this one next. This is out of an old Victorian calendar. And I thought I would never use this. It's certainly not appropriate for scrapbooking. I would fill a whole page, especially when I do 8.5 by 11 pages. I never do 12 by 12. So that wasn't really going to work on my scrapbooks. This is partly why I started doing glue books, because then I can use a lot of these things I've been just don't want to part with. Isn't that pretty? It's like a church steeple. I wonder if that would look better there. I kind of think it does. I don't know. Yeah. I like to kind of, oh, that's hanging off the page. Well, that's fine. It's just slightly sticking off the edge. Put this tag on there. And then the butterfly. I got this pocket full of things I cut out of a scrapbooking catalog, actually. I need to fill in a couple of things. Yeah, that's good. That's all it needs. I don't usually take a lot of time choosing stuff because I want to use up everything so I can get more. So I like it when I've had something for a long time and hey, I used that finally. Okay, so we got this and this. Now, this is really cute. Here's another one of those sheets that I glued a bunch of scraps to. I even got some little scraps there. And then I just tore out a sheet of music. I found an old music book that had been hymnal. It's a hymnal. I had an antique sidewalk sale, and it had been left out in the rain, so they gave it to me for a very low price. So I tore this on purpose, just to give it interest. See the torn edge there. And then, let's see. Isn't that pretty? This pretty vase of flowers. There, this is coming together well. And I glued on my cat. Usually when I make glue book pages, I'll spend a good part of the day doing it, and I'll get a lot done in one day. Okay. There's my cute little kitty, and I do have a cat, and it's a orange fluffy cat that looks just like this one. This one's a kitten, but mine's grown up now. And there was something written on this, so I got to cover that up. I don't even know what the top is. It don't matter. I want my print to show up there a little bit. And then I went through my words book, and this, I don't know what I would ever do with it. Right here, it's meaningless. I don't see myself using it on my scrapbook pages, but I'm just going to put it right there. Right here. It doesn't mean anything, but adds a little interest to the page. Well, this is going pretty quickly gluing these down, but I spent probably a good 30 to 45 minutes gathering these things for the pages. So it is a little bit time consuming, but it's worth it. Alright, so that side's done. I think that's cute. And we're going to do the last page. So I made this out of scraps. I thought I'd use it for something. I made it quite a while ago, and I never did use it, but I'm using it now, finally. So I'm going to glue this down. And then just today, I just threw on this yellow flower right there. Oh, that's coming up a little bit, so stick that down. People use different kinds of glues. I use Elmer's glue stick because they're low priced. I don't like to spend a lot of money, and they're fine for me. So I got this. It's like a Victorian, a bunch of dogs dressed up, and it's a postcard. It came with some old calendars that I got a big stack of Victorian calendars from a garage sale for like $1, like a dozen calendars, and I've cut them up and used them, and oh, they're really great. That was a best deal. And then some of them had these free postcards in them. They're reproduction. They're not like 100-year-old calendars, but they're pretty cool. So I've had that quite a while, and I didn't know what I'd ever do with it, but now I'm using it up. So I went into my book of dog stuff, and I got this scrap of dog paper, and I tore it on purpose, and I got these flowers. But sometimes it's nice to coordinate your colors, but you don't have to. Just any old color, mix and match. As a rule, I showed you my stickers and stuff, how everything's sorted by color, so when I make my tags and borders and stuff, I usually stick in one color theme, like I did with this. But my glue books, I just use whatever I can find. So I'm going to glue this on there. Stick that right there. I got this out of my dog section. It says Dog Days. And here's all the dogs having dog days. I have several of these. Somebody gave me a bunch of their scrapbooking supplies, and I have like 6 or 8 of these cute little dogs, so I'll get this one used up. It's pretty cute. Well, I think that's done. I don't really think it needs any more. Unless... See how I just reach in and grab stuff? I don't put a lot of thought into it. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. There. I call that done. So I got 6 pages done for you today. So I had 14 pages to go to finish. So now I only need to do 8 more. I'll probably finish it tonight. So thanks for watching, and I'll be making a video of a glue book flip through when this is done. So subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.